This woman right here is the first woman in Australian history to be sentenced to life in prison. And her crime is very diabolical. Blessings everyone and welcome to another story time with Kenita, where I tell true crime stories and Bible stories. And today will be a true crime story. And this is a case of Katherine Knight. Now, before being a murderer, she did have a very sordid past, and she had a lot of red flags in her past, okay? She had a reputation in her Aberdeen, New South Wales community for being a very proficient meat worker. She also had a short fuse, and from what was being told from people that knew her from childhood, that she was a bully as a child, as well as she did originate from a very abusive child. One news outlet did report that she claimed that she was sexually abused by different men in her family throughout her childhood, leading to a string of troubled relationships with men throughout her adult life. There were so many warning signs that were never heeded. Again, her childhood classmates said that she was a bully. Even she once would beat up a boy in school. Now, she tried to strangle her first husband, David Collette, on their wedding night. And later, she fractured his skull with a frying pan during a domestic dispute. She also once killed another partner's dog and stabbed him with a pair of scissors. So she was a horror movie in the making. Now, here's John Price. This is John Price. This is Katherine's husband, and they had a very tumultuous relationship as well. She was very abusive to him, and once she even stabbed him during an argument. So he ended up getting a restraining order against her, but they briefly reconciled, according to another news outlet. And so they also had another very particularly tense dispute at home. So Price had reportedly warned co-workers that if he did not show up for work the next day, that they should call the police and come and look for him. Now, on March 1st of 2000, neighbors did call the police because they became very concerned when they went to the couple's front door and they saw bloodstains on the door. Now, when the police arrived, they saw a horrific scene. The scene that they saw, they walked inside, they saw a human skin pelt hanging up completely intact in one piece. They saw John Price's decapitated and skinned body laying on the floor in their lounge room. They found his head. It was boiled and cooked in a pot on the stove. There were also a number of slices of his rump and slices of his flesh that were cooked, and they were in plates on the table, and each of the plates had vegetables on it, and on the plates they had the name of his two children on them. So Katherine, in essence, what she did, according to the report, she stabbed him 37 times, and then she skinned and she cooked parts of his body, and she was going to feed him to his children. Now, this disgusting garbage dump of a woman, she was actually found unconscious in the bed when the police came in and found this horror movie scene. And she was unconscious because she tried to commit suicide by taking a lot of pills. She was arrested, and she was sentenced to life in prison in 2001. Her last appeal was in 2006, which she also lost. John did not deserve this. And even though the red flags were waving, sometimes love can make us love. And, being a victim of abuse and domestic violence sometimes can cloud our judgment. But he did not deserve this. And I hope that she never, ever gets out, because no man is safe. God bless you guys.